Boswell Media Sports.
Good afternoon, Rebel fans. We are here for more Leake Academy Rebel baseball from Boswell Media Sports, as the Leake Academy Rebels have traveled a long way up the interstate to Senatobia, Mississippi for Game 2 between the Rebels and the Chiefs of Magnolia Heights. The Chiefs won a close game on Tuesday night, 10-8. The Rebels are looking to even the series and force a winner-take-all Game 3. Breck Riley with you here. We got Billy Steen back in the studios there at the Boswell Media Sports headquarters. Let's start out with tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Mariana and Derek Harkins. The starters for the visitors from Leake Academy. Leading things off will be the senior second baseman, Jack Harkins. Batting second, playing center field, will be Mathen Weaver. Batting third, playing first base, is Tanner Walsworth. Batting fourth, who will be the designated hitter, will be Tyler Winstead. Major Chandler, he bats fifth. He'll play right field. Gage Warren, he'll be behind the plate catching, and he will be batting sixth. The bottom third of the order starts like this with the pitcher, Will Garner, at 7. Easton Page will bat eighth. He will play left field. Matthew Nowell will bat ninth, and he'll play third base. And playing shortstop, but not in the batting order, is Caden Stovall. Harkins, Weaver, Walsworth, Winstead, Chandler, Warren, Garner, Page, Nowell, and Stovall. Now for the starters for the Magnolia Heights Chiefs. Leading things off will be the junior, the second baseman, Cole Prosek. Trey Miller will bat second. He plays shortstop. Ethan Barnes, he'll bat third. He is the catcher. Preston Sowell, he'll bat fourth. He's the designated hitter. Middle third of the order, Quincy Pratt will bat fifth, play third base. Shaw Coley will bat sixth, and he plays left field. The bottom third of the order starts off in right field with number 15, Jack Price. It's Leland Weldon who will bat eighth, and he'll play at first base. Braden Burford will bat ninth. He'll be the center fielder. And on the bump for the Magnolia Heights Chiefs will be Connor Edge. So Prosek, Miller, Barnes, Sowell, Pratt, Coley, Price, Weldon, Burford, and Edge. So those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Mariana and Derek Harkins. Now we will step aside for our prayer and our national anthem. Back with more Rebels baseball after this from Boswell Media Sports.
Baptist League Rural Health Clinics have a variety of healthcare options with primary care, pediatrics, and women's health. Providing care at 3 locations in Carthage, Walnut Grove, and Madden. Call 601-267-1470 today to schedule your appointment. Extended hours and Saturdays are available at our primary care clinic located in Carthage. Baptist League, making your health care our #1 priority.
Guess what, people? Wendy's has new saucy nugs. You heard me. Wendy's nugs now come in 7 saucy flavors. Buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, spicy ghost pepper. You can literally hear your taste buds after every bite. I'm serious. Listen to mine. Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects, but you got the idea. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting, 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Boswell Media Sports.
Coming right back at the tail end of the national anthem. Here we are for Rebels baseball from Boswell Media Sports, and we are ready to go. We will remind you that we do have our stream online for you at the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel, and that is brought to you by Ozark Ag. Also, you can listen on your radio dial at Cruisin' 98.3 WKOZ FM or on the Cruisin' 98 mobile app. Your field conditions and your weather report brought to you by the Neshoba County Co-op. Field looks great. Weather is nice. I'm not sure what it's doing back home, but here in Tate County, it is cloudy, a mix of sun and clouds, with currently temperatures at 76 degrees, no real wind, and the field looks great. You got a full, it is a natural playing surface. I thought that might be a turf field. A lot of the teams have turf fields now, but the field looks great. Grass infield, grass running down the baselines, and a very, very big ballpark here at Magnolia Heights. And we'll get to the field dimensions and some other things here momentarily. But, yeah, that field conditions weather report brought to you by Neshoba County Co-op. So the Rebels are trying to force a Game 3. And if we would have to force a Game 3, we would turn around and play that one right after this one. So you would think maybe about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour delay, and then we would play a winner-take-all Game 3 to go play for the 5A state championship. But it will be Jack Harkins, the senior, to lead things off for the Leake Academy Rebels. Harkins in the game on Tuesday night went 2 for 5. He had an RBI, a strikeout, and scored 2 runs. First pitch is up and a little bit high for ball 1. That first pitch is brought to you by Westside Body Shop. So first pitch comes a little bit before the 5 o'clock start time at 4:57. And that pitch is fouled off to the right to even up the count at 1-1. A little slow roller to the third base. Pratt gets it. He'll throw to first in time for the first out of the ball game. So just a little slow roller off to the right. And one down in the inning. It will bring up the number 2 batter, Mathen Weaver, the Rebels center fielder. Take a look at what Weaver did in the ball game on Tuesday night. 0 for 2, but he did reach base on a walk, and he did drive in a run. That pitch he takes a little bit low for strike 1. A little bit low to my eyes, but umpire said it looked good. With a curveball, it broke in there for strike 2. 0-2 the count. So the Rebels left-handed hitting Mathen Weaver, center fielder. Trying to go back with that breaking ball. It stayed a little bit off and low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Edge stayed outside for ball 2. Connor Edge on the mound for the Magnolia Heights Chiefs. The senior signed with Itawamba Community College. Weaver takes strike 3. Caught looking, and they're 2 down in the inning now. It's all up to Tanner Walsworth, the first baseman, to keep the inning alive for the Rebels. First innings for Rebel baseball are brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital Leake. Another lefty. Breaking ball up for ball 1. Right-hander kicks and throws. Swinging strike 1. Walsworth chased a little bit of a high one. Makes it an even count at 1-1. Fouls that one back into the screen. Behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Scoreless here in the top of the first inning. We do have a radar gun out here next to the scoreboard. That's going to be useful for us today. The curveball caught looking. 2 strikeouts to end the inning, and the Rebels go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless between Leake Academy and Magnolia Heights.
Before you begin those do-it-yourself projects outside your home or business, be sure you know where your underground utilities are located. Always call before you dig. One easy phone call to 811 can protect you from injury and expense. Plus, it's the law in Mississippi. Make the call and avoid serious or fatal injury. For more electrical safety tips, contact Central Electric Power Association. Serving you since 1937. An equal opportunity provider and employer.
If you love sports, get in the game by getting In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, puts you in the game with personalized jerseys and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports has the cheer uniforms you're looking for, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports also believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Be the fan you've always wanted to be with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
The Rebels retired in order in the top of the first inning, so no score as Magnolia Heights will get its first opportunity to put some runs on the board as they will be facing off against Will Garner. Garner got the start last week in Game 2 against Lamar, had a great outing, went 7 innings, gave up just 4 runs, 11 hits, walked 1, struck out 3. Did not factor into the decision, but still pitched a great game. For the Rebels around the infield, well, you have Walsworth at first, Harkins at second, Stovall at shortstop, Nowles at third base. Left to right in the outfield, it's Page, Weaver, and Chandler. And Gage Warren is your catcher. So leading things off will be Cole Prosek. Prosek, the left-handed hitting second baseman. For Magnolia Heights. Take a look at what he did in the game on Tuesday night after this first pitch from the right-hander, Will Garner, who kicks and delivers. First offering's a little bit low in the dirt for ball 1. Prosek in the game Tuesday night went 2 for 5, 4 runs driven in and 2 runs scored. Pretty good production from your leadoff batter. That time he takes a strike. Garner ran one on the outside corner, a little changeup. Evening up the count at 1-1. Swinging strike 2 over the top of that one. Prosek, just a junior. He is committed to play for Coach Mike Bianco and the Ole Miss Rebels. Pulls that one foul over towards the first baseline. Got a lot of guys in this lineup going to play at the next level, either signed or committed for this Magnolia Heights. But that's what you expect out of the number 7 team in the country, number 1 in the state of Mississippi by far, number 7. And that one's lifted in the air to left field. Camping out under it is Ethan Page, and he'll haul it in for the first out. Oh, 1 down in the inning.
Now batting.
So we'll bring up Trey Miller. Trey Miller is the shortstop. He's another left-handed hitter. Miller is a junior. He is committed to play for Pearl River. First pitch swinging. He pulls it through the gap on the right side. So he is on with the base hit. The runner at first base, Trey Miller. And it sends Ethan Barnes, the catcher, to the batter's box. He's a right-hander. Let's see what Barnes did Tuesday night. 1 for 3 with 3 runs scored. Sends one deep to left field, running, trying to make the catch is Page, and he does track it down deep in left center. That'll send Miller back to first base. Miller thought that one was going to get down, so he had gotten a pretty decent lead off of first. But as it is, it's just a long fly ball. Easton Page has recorded two outs in this inning, and now will be Preston Sowell. Sowell, the designated hitter. Sowell is going to be playing his college baseball just right down the road. As there's a throw over to first. It pulls Walsworth off the bag, but he keeps it in front of him. Sowell going to be going to Northwest Mississippi Community College, which is literally just up Highway 51, a few miles from here. Another throw over to first, closer that time. Good pickoff move from Garner. No score here in the bottom of the first inning between Leake Academy and Magnolia Heights. From the stretch, here's the pitch. It's a breaking ball, stayed up a little bit for ball one. First innings for Rebels baseball brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital Leake. Swinging strike one. 85 miles an hour there from Garner. Evens up the count at 1-1. It's a throw over, and that's another close play. But Miller back in under the tag of Walsworth. You got Weaver not playing straightaway center. He's a little bit to the left of the bag. Another throw. They got him that time. Pickoff over at first base ends the inning. And the Magnolia Heights Chiefs can't do anything here in the bottom of the first. So we'll go to the second inning scoreless between the Leake Academy Rebels and the Chiefs of Magnolia Heights.
Are you gearing up for the busy poultry season ahead? Well, look no further than Ozark Ag Supply. Keep your operation running smoothly with our high-quality poultry fan motors, cool cell pads, and durable fan belts. As the temperatures rise, ensure your birds stay cool and comfortable with reliable ventilation systems. Don't let the heat ruffle your feathers. Ozark Ag Supply, Highway 16 West, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
There in the bottom of the first inning, the Magnolia Heights Chiefs get a runner on virtue of a base hit, but not able to do anything as Miller was picked off to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors in that inning. So we go to the top of the second, scoreless, as the Rebels will bring up 4, 5, and 6. Tyler Winstead, Major Chandler, and Gage Warren to the plate, facing off against Connor Edge. For the Rebels, they are in the Road Reds. They have the red tops. They have white pants. They have Rebels written in blue. Their numerals are blue. Their hats are blue and the red LA logo. For the home team, Magnolia Heights, with what I can only describe as a powder blue, if you will. So they have powder blue tops, white numerals. They have the MH logo on the left chest. Their hats are more of a navy blue with a red MH logo. So stepping in is Tyler Winstead, who takes ball one on a curveball outside. Edge quickly, as that one's chopped up the middle. Miller charging, gloves it, throws high, and it gets away. And it goes into the bleachers, so the Rebels will have a runner at second base now on the throwing error. That'll go down as an E6. I think Miller probably had enough time to set his feet and make the throw, but just rushed himself just a little bit and overthrew it. So the Rebels have a runner in scoring position, and it'll be Major Chandler, the Rebels right fielder, at the plate. Let's see if the Rebels trying to bunt the runner over. They got Weldon at first base. He's playing in on the grass. They might be thinking bunt. No, curveball hit in the air to shallow center field, but it is hit right to Burford. He makes the catch for the out. First pitch swinging there. No sign of a bunt, but one down in the inning as Gage Warren, the catcher, steps in. Warren had the big grand slam in the game on Tuesday night, gave the Rebels that lead early in the ball game. That was his first home run of the year. That was a huge change in the momentum. Tuesday, first pitch swinging, fouls it off the face mask of Barnes behind home plate. Second innings for Rebels baseball are presented by Central Electric Power Association. Scoreless here in the top of the second inning. But the Rebels, with a runner at second base, courtesy of a throwing error, have a chance to draw first blood. They're able to bring the runner around. Edge checks the runner at second. Now he throws. Popped it up just beyond the infield. Stepping out to make the catch at second base was Prosick. That's the second out. Thought that one might get out there into no man's land, but Prosick able to just take a few steps into the grass at second. And now 2 down in the inning. And it's Will Garner, the pitcher. Garner could help his cause here if he could find one through the infield to bring the runner home. Garner 2 for 4 in earlier this week's game. Pulls one down the line, but it's going to be fouled just to the left of the bag at third base. Boy, that one would have brought the run home for sure. But Garner just a little bit out in front. 86 miles an hour on the fastball. A 0-1 count to Garner. So from the stretch, checks the runner, throws, curveball right in there for a strike. 0-2 the count now to the Rebels pitcher Garner. Edge throws, swinging, strike 3. Got Garner to chase one. 3 strikeouts in the ball game. Now for Edge, in the inning, the Rebels get no runs on no hits. 1 error, and there was a man left on base. Go to the bottom of the second inning, scoreless between Leake and Magnolia Heights.
First Financial Bank, in the business of you.
Looking to make improvements to your home or maybe consolidate high-interest debt? At First Financial Bank, your home's equity can help you achieve your goals. With a home equity loan from First Financial Bank, you can borrow against your home's value. This is Chance Hall, consumer lender. Whether you're upgrading your kitchen, paying for a vacation, or paying off bills, your home's equity could be the solution. Let your home work for you. Stop by today and see why we're in the business of you.
First Financial Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Boswell Media Sports.
The Rebels get the leadoff batter on base courtesy of an error, but not able to bring him home. So, well, we're still tied up at 0-0 between Leake and Magnolia Heights here in the bottom of the second inning. The heart of the order comes to the plate. 4, 5, and 6. Preston Sowell, the designated hitter, leads things off. He was at the plate when Miller was picked off at first base to end the first inning. As we told you last inning, Sowell going to be playing just up the road a little ways, Northwest Mississippi Community College. Garner's pitch comes inside, almost hits him. He steps out of the way, though, so it's ball 1. Second pitch on the way. Hit high, but hit out of play. off towards the left for an Ozark Ag foul ball. Out there towards the Rebel faithful that made the trip up from Madden. 1-1 pitch is a little low. Outside ball, too. Yeah, not the traditional setup here where the visiting team is at the third base dugout and the home team occupies first base. Swinging strike 2, a little over the top, was Sowell. So off to my left are the Rebel faithful. A lot of them brought their chairs. So there's like one little thing of bleachers over there, but it's almost like a berm, like a little bit of a hill. So most people brought their chairs, and they got a good view. As check swing, Sowell goes around. No appeal down to first, so it's going to be a full count to the leadoff batter. Payoff pitch coming. Pulled down the line, and that is a foul ball just to the left of the bag behind third base. Sowell got all of it. Just got there a little bit too early. Yeah, got a lot of Rebel fans over to my left. Saw Coach Brian Pickens, Rebels football coach. He was up here in the press box a little bit before the game. Won't be long. The Rebel football team will be getting ready to do a little practice as that pitch is low, and it's ball 4. So that is a leadoff walk to Preston Sowell, and it will be Quincy Pratt, the third baseman. Another one of those talented members in the lineup that we talked about playing at the next level. He's just a sophomore. He's already committed to play for Ole Miss. First pitch up. Ball 1. Magnolia Heights has a long history of baseball. Got their state championships. A whole plaque of them out to the right. Ball's pulled to third base. Going to second for 1. Trying to relay the throw. Not going to be in time for the double play. But the Rebels do get the lead runner. Matthew Nowell to Jack Harkins on the 5-4 fielder's choice. We'll make it 1 out in the inning. Harkins had to come a long way over that one, so the relay a little bit late, but I think more so it was just the speed of Pratt getting down the line that helped it out. So 1 out in the inning, and it will be Shaw Coley, the left fielder, at the plate, who looks at strike 1. 80 miles an hour on the outside corner. Coley is a senior. Don't have him going anywhere, I don't think. I have to look at my notes. But I think it's like something like 66% of the lineup is going to be playing college baseball. Ball's popped up right side of the infield. Who's going to call for it? Walsworth will call for it. He makes the catch about 4 steps behind the bag at first base. So 2 outs in the inning. And it will be Jack Price. Price is the right fielder, sophomore. It's all up to him to try to break this tie with a runner at first base. We're scoreless in the bottom of the second inning. Second innings for Rebels baseball, presented by Central Electric Power Association. First pitch, a little slow roller. Nowell gets it at third, throws across just in time for the out. Great defense by the Rebels that inning. And the second comes to a close. Still scoreless in that inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll go to the third. 0-0, Leake and Mag Heights.
Leake County Co-op, your friends in your community committed to you, supplying everything you need for garden planting, yard growing, and keeping the animals fed and healthy. Your Leake County Co-op is ready for spring, so now you can be too. They have ferns and blooming plants arriving daily and all the equipment you need for the farm animals. While you're porch sitting, be sure you have one of our Corinthian bells singing in the wind to you. Leake County Co-op, your friends in your community, committed to you. Highway 16 Carthage.
West Side Body Shop says, let's face it, stuff happens. And when it does, they can take care of damage as small as a chip in your windshield all the way up to full collision services. Insurance claims are always welcome too. Just be sure your first stop is West Side Body Shop in Philadelphia. They also specialize in truck accessories, including toolboxes, visors, Nerf bars, and winches. They make your ride look cool. West Side Body Shop, just off Beacon Street on Waterview Lane, right behind the Huddle House in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Top of the third inning. Still no score between Leake Academy and Magnolia Heights. Game 2 of the 5A North State Championship Series. If Magnolia Heights wins, they will move on to face off against Columbia Academy or Parkland Academy in the state championship. If Leake wins, we're going to take an hour break, and we're going to turn around and do it all over again. And that's what the Leake Academy fans are wanting. They don't care if they get home at 2 o'clock in the morning. If the Rebels come back with a win, they'd be excited about it. But leading off the top of the third for the Rebels is the left fielder, Easton Page. He takes ball one, little breaking ball on the outside corner. There's a fast ball at 85. Caught the inside corner that time. Take a look at what Page did in the game earlier this week. As there's another curve ball that comes in there for a strike on the outside corner. Page 0 for 4 earlier in that 10-8 loss Tuesday night against Mag Heights. They're going to appeal and say that the check swing did go around, and Page goes down half swinging for the first out of the game, and that is the fourth strikeout for Connor Edge. Now the number 9 hitter in the lineup, the Rebels' third baseman, Matthew Nowell. Nowell had a good game Tuesday. So he looks at a curveball. He went 2 for 4 with a run scored. Rebels had a chance to win that game in the bottom of the 7th, or at least tie it. Takes a curveball outside. Mag Heights was up 10-8. Rebels had runners on the corners and the go-ahead run at the plate, but that's not able to put together anything in the bottom half. There's a ball ripped into left field. The Rebels have their first base hit of the game, courtesy of Matthew Nowell. So we're at first, and we go back to the top of the order, and Jack Harkins. Harkins grounded out to third base, his only other at bat. Harkins going to be playing his college ball down in Goodman, Mississippi. Going to be a Holmes Bulldog. So he'll be facing off against some of these guys we've been talking to about from Mag Heights. First pitch lifted foul over the third base dugout. Ozark Ag foul ball. Third innings for Rebels baseball, brought to you by Carthage Vet Clinic. Speaking of Holmes Bulldogs, their season came to an end yesterday. They're playing in the Region 23 tournament. They won the play-in game against Southwest, ended up losing against East Central. Pitch is low. Taken for ball one to even up the count. Nowell doesn't have too big of a lead over at first, but he does have some speed. The Rebels want to think about moving up some runners here. Nowell hits that one into left field. On the run, trying to get to it is Coley, and he will make the catch out in shallow left field right along the foul line. I think he was about a step into foul territory. So that's the second out of the inning, and it's all up to Mathen Weaver, the Rebels center fielder. He was a strikeout victim in the first inning. Yeah, I was talking about the billboard that Magnolia Heights has for all of their championships. It's literally a bill. They have so many, they have to have a billboard. 89, 2002, 2009, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Just keep rattling them off out there. So, yeah, a very, very proud tradition here. Also, Bulldog fans might remember Dustin Skelton, Mississippi State Bulldog fans. He's from Magnolia Heights. Playing in the Marlins organization for a little while. Low, ball 1. And I believe Cam Lawrence, the linebacker, played football at Mississippi State back in the Dan Mullen era. He is from Magnolia Heights. So, yeah, just put some athletes out up here in Tate County. Low outside, ball 2 to the left-handed Mathen Weaver. No score here in the top of the third. Rebels with a runner at first. Stayed outside. Ball 3. So, you would think that Weaver probably keeps the bat on his shoulder right here with the 3-0 count. Connor Edge, the right-hander, kicks and throws. And that is ball 4. That's a 4-pitch walk. The Rebels will have runners at first and second. That's the first walk issued by Edge. It's a Woodstock Furniture walk. And it's Tanner Walsworth, the big first baseman, who will come to the plate. Walsworth struck out looking to end the first inning. But he had a big, big game in game 1 against Mag Heights. Went 3 for 4 with 2 runs and a run driven in. Takes one right on the outside corner for a strike. You figured with the 4-pitch walk right before that the Rebels would be taken all the way. This Edge having a problem locating, but that time able to get one in the strike zone. Curveball, swinging, strike 2. Got a little piece of it. Did Walsworth, but fouled it back into the glove of Barnes and leaked down to its final strike. Well, Rebels with a couple of runners on here. And looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound. Something, miscommunication between Connor Edge and his catcher, Ethan Barnes. So Barnes walks out there. Talk to him really quickly. Wasn't a long conversation, but Barnes definitely thought he needed to tell Edge something. Kicks and delivers. Inside. They get the runner caught in a rundown, but going back to second was Weaver as the pitch was in the dirt, and Weaver had gotten a big secondary lead and kind of got caught out there in no man's land. Barnes comes up throwing back to second, but Weaver is able to get back and slide in under the tag. The pitch was low, so it makes it ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Walsworth able to stay alive at the plate. Flips it foul. Off to the right. One thing I got to note here, there's a lot of room between the home plate and the backstop. So anything that rolls by, it's going to be a stolen base or advanced base easy. So 1-2 the count as Edge looks the runner at second. Pitches outside, evening up the count. 2-2. Almost like that was a pitch out, like they were expecting Weaver to try to take off. Nowell to try to take off from second. Nowell's at second, Weaver is at first. 2-2 pitch line, but right at the shortstop, Trey Miller, who catches it and ends the inning for Magnolia Heights. But in the inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 men left on base. As we go to the bottom of the third inning, we still don't have a score between Leake and Magnolia Heights.
Life is full of surprises, but with the right insurance, you can be prepared for whatever comes your way.
At South Group Insurance, They offer tailored insurance solutions for your home, auto, business, and farm. Whether it's protecting your family or securing your future, they're always there to help.
South Group Insurance agents are local, experienced, and ready to help provide personalized service that's right for you.
South Group Insurance, just off the Court Square in Carthage.
Barney & Mott's Furniture, where everyone is like family, comes to our range of home furnishings and accessories. They'll help you design your space to add a little touch of your personality and complete comfort. Barney & Mott's offers quality that speaks to your unique style. Visit them today and transform your house into a place that's as special as you are. Experience the magic of Barney & Mott's Furniture and come see what everybody's talking about. Highway 21, 2 miles south of Sebastopol.
Boswell Media Sports.
Still scoreless. Leake Academy and Magnolia Heights as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Due up 4. The Chiefs in this inning will be 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order. Third innings for Rebels baseball are brought to you by Carthage Vet Clinic. So leading things off will be Leland Weldon, the first baseman. In the game earlier between these two squads, Weldon, take a look at his numbers. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. He takes a curveball for strike 1 from the Rebels' Will Garner. Second pitch is hit foul. It was a curveball, and to his credit, Weldon waited on it, but only able to hit it foul. But Garner quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. That ball was a curveball that stayed a little upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pulled to third base, but it's going to be foul. Even more people filing in over to my left from Leake Academy. Got a good group of students along the left field line down there towards the very corner. Looks like students. Ball pushed right back up the middle. Getting to it is Stovall. He'll fire to first for the first out of the inning. So 1 down, and it's the number 9 hitter. That will be the center fielder, Braden Burford. Burford 0 for 4 on Tuesday with 1 strikeout. First pitch swinging, he sends foul back over the press box. Ozark Ag foul ball. But yeah, really, really big field here at Magnolia Heights. We'll give you the dimensions. It is 320 and left. There's a ball lifted in the air to left center field. Drifting over to left center is Mathen Weaver, who camps out under it for the second out. And back to the top of the order we go with Cole Prosick. But yeah, 320 in left field, 314 in right field. Left, I should say the alleys, we don't really have a left center, but the alleys are 370. So dead center field, you're pushing 400 feet. You're looking at 390, 385 out in center field. So yeah, really, really big ballpark. Cole Prosick, first pitch will send Mathen Weaver deep to center field, but he will make the catch, and that'll do it for the Chiefs in the inning. They go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. There were nobody left on base. We've played 3 complete. We're scoreless here from Senatobia between Leake Academy and Magnolia Heights.
Woodstock Furniture in Philadelphia says, let's go Rebels. Woodstock Furniture has a game plan to score big-time savings for our Rebel faithful all season long. Family-owned and operated, Woodstock Furniture at 70 Canal Place in Philadelphia behind McAllister's has a winning tradition with their low price guarantee on furniture for every room in the house. Plus, if you buy it today, you get it today. Woodstock Furniture at 70 Canal Place in Philadelphia loves the Rebels like the Rebels love to win.
When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting, 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Boswell Media Sports.
Top of the fourth inning, the Rebels will sit 4, 5, and 6 to the plate. Try to break this scoreless tie they have with the number 7 team in the country, the Chiefs of Magnolia Heights, coached by Chris McMinn. Came to the school back in 2005. Been here ever since. He's a grad of Delta State. He also did some coaching at Horn Lake. He was the 2013 Mississippi, the Clarion Ledger named him the Mississippi High School Baseball Coach of the Year in 2013. And he's a 10-time MAIS Coach of the Year. But leading things off will be Tyler Winstead. Edge opens him with a curveball that catches the corner. They're going to say on the excuse me swing that Winstead did indeed go around as they appeal down to first base so quickly. 0-2 the count to the Rebels' designated hitter. Upstairs for ball 1. Low in the dirt, ball 2. Winstead reached on an error. His first at bat, he led off the second inning. Little grounder to shortstop that Miller had to charge, and on the throw, threw it into the stands. So ended up at second base. There's a hard hit ball in a shallow center field, but coming on to make the catch will be Burford for the first out. It looked like that one was going to be an easy play, but Burford, it kind of stalled on him, so he had to kind of get into second gear while he was running and ended up tracking it down for out number 1. And it's Major Chandler, the Rebels' right fielder, at the plate. Looks at strike 1. Chandler popped out to center field, his only other at bat. Swings and fouls that one back into the screen for strike 2. Ozark Ag foul ball. That one bounces in the dirt for ball 1. Fourth inning for Rebels baseball, brought to you by Weaver Tax and Accounting. Edge steps off the rubber there. Grabs the rosin bag. Now he's into his wind-up. Ball's hit back up the middle. Prosek gets to it, boots it. Going to have to hurry and gets Chandler by a step at first base. Boy, Prosek had to go to his right, played it off a funky hop, and able to get Chandler out at first. Well, that was a bang play. But credit to Prosek for sticking with it. 2 outs now. Gage Warren, the Rebels catcher. He popped up to second base, his only other at bat. First pitch pulled down the line, but foul. Umpire dancing a little jig out there as that one came close to hitting him. And he's getting a little bit of a round of applause from Let's see, over at third base. That's Pratt over at third base giving him a little business about his dancing skills. But, yeah, that one came close to wearing that one around the kneecaps. Another one pulled over to the third base side. This time Pratt's got it. He tosses across to first base, and the Rebels are retired in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Rolling quickly here from Senatobia. No scores. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning.
Barney & Mott's Furniture, where everyone is like family. Come see our range of home furnishings and accessories. They'll help you design your space to add a little touch of your personality and complete comfort. Barney & Mott's offers quality that speaks to your unique style. Visit them today and transform your house into a place that's as special as you are. Experience the magic of Barney & Mott's Furniture and come see what everybody's talking about. Highway 21, 2 miles south of Sebastopol.
Before you begin those do-it-yourself projects outside your home or business, be sure you know where your underground utilities are located. Always call before you dig. One easy phone call to 811 can protect you from injury and expense. Plus, it's the law in Mississippi. Make the call and avoid serious or fatal injury. For more electrical safety tips, contact Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937, an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Boswell Media Sports.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Neither Leake nor Magnolia Heights has been able to get on the board here in Game 2 of the 5A North State Championship Series. If Magnolia Heights were to win the game, everybody would pack up and go home, and they would be ready to play either Columbia or Park Lane next week. But if the Rebels win, that would force a Game 3 that will be played, I would assume, 30 minutes to an hour after this one. And so far, it is still anybody's game as 2, 3, and 4, heart of the order, coming up for the Magnolia Heights Chiefs. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning, Will Garner still on the mound for the Rebels. Miller has the only hit of the ball game so far for the Magnolia Heights Chiefs. The lefty digs in. First pitch swinging. It's a little slow two-hopper to Walsworth at first base, who steps on the bag and has the out. One pitch and one out for Garner. Ethan Barnes, the catcher, will be due up. We didn't mention this as first at bat, but he is one of those 6 Chiefs that are going to be playing, continuing their career. He's already signed to play with Liberty. He's going to be going up to Virginia to play his baseball. First pitch from Garner's low, makes it ball 1. Barnes popped out to left field. His only other at bat. Pulls that one to third. Past a diving Nowell, and it gets down in the corner. Barnes on his way to second. He'll be in there standing up with a double. So, a one-out double and a runner at second base for Magnolia Heights. Going to get a courtesy runner to come in and run for the catcher. I do not have that number on my roster here, so that's the number 22. And my roster does not have a 22. Closest one I have is a 24. But, that happens sometimes in high school baseball. You just have to go with the roster you have. But, yeah, just the second hit of the game for Magnolia Heights. Ball's pulled deep in the gap at shortstop. Gets past a couple of Rebels and rolls through for a base hit. And Mag Heights has runners on the corners and one out. Yeah, Stovall gave it a good effort out at short, but just not able to get to it. I mean, even if he gets to it, I don't think he's going to be able to throw out Sowell running up the line at first. So back-to-back hits, runners at first and third. And Quincy Pratt, the third baseman, he grounded into a fielder's choice. Reached on the fielder's choice as the Rebels tried to pull a double play. They got the runner at second, but weren't able to complete the out at first. But something cooking for the Chiefs. That one pitch from Garner catches the outside corner. Strike one. So here in the bottom of the fourth inning, we're scoreless, but Magnolia Heights has its best opportunity yet to put runs across the board. Low, but blocked up nicely by Gage Warren. Keeps it in front of him because, as I mentioned, a lot of room between home plate and the backstop. I mean, you could, as much room as it is, you could walk backwards. You could crab walk home if it gets past the catcher. Because then there's a whole bunch of room. Pitch stayed a little bit up and out. Ball two. More fourth innings for Rebels baseball, presented by Weaver Tax and Accounting. You got the Rebels defense playing back. They're hoping a double play ball could end the inning. Swinging strike two. Well over the top of that one was Pratt. Evens up the count. Pratt is the sophomore that's committed to play for Ole Miss. Two-two pitch. A little bit outside, makes it ball three, a full count. Speaking of Ole Miss, you got Ole Miss and State playing the Egg Bowl of baseball this weekend. Those games will be there in Starkville. Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. Big series for both teams. Payoff pitch, pulled to the left side. Going to go home with it is Nowell. They get the runner at home. So great defense by Matthew Nowell. It helps the game remain scoreless. So the runner at first stays, but there's 2 outs now. And still no score. Great defense by Matthew Nowell. You know, the old 5-2 fielder's choice putout. You see that all the time in the scorebook. But yeah, Nowell had to field that one perfectly. He took it off a short hop and threw it home just in time. But now the runner's at first and second, so Rebels not out of danger just yet. And then stepping in and taking a ball for his first pitch was Shaw Coley, the left fielder. He had a pop up to first base, his only other at bat. That one's hit to Stovall, who backhands it, knocks it down, but not able to get anybody out. So that's going to be an infield single, and the bases will be loaded. Yeah, ruled that one a hit because even if Stovall gets to it, I'm not sure his only play is going to be over at third. I don't think he's going to be able to pop up and throw to second or first. So still going to be a single. But bases are loaded now, and the right fielder, Jack Price, will try to bring him home. And he takes strike one right down the middle. That Price grounded out to third to end the second inning. He takes strike two. So Garner quickly ahead in the count. 0-2. Rebels trying to keep this thing knotted up at 0-0. But Mag Heights, bases loaded. Just off the edge of the plate for ball one. So Garner back to working from the wind-up with the bases loaded. It's a little slow roller to second. Getting it is Harkins. Throw to first, and they say safe at first. That's going to break the tie. Harkins played it about as well as he could. You just got to credit Price for running as fast as he could down the line and breaking the tie. That makes it 1-0. And the bases will still be loaded. Well, that's a bang play out at first. It was hit just slow enough that Harkins had to come in and charge. But they say safe at first. And Leland Weldon be at the plate. He pulls one down the line, foul. That probably would have cleared the bases if it had stayed about a foot to the right. As it is, it's just a Ozark Ag foul, ball, and strike one. So Mag Heights has taken the 1-0 lead in the bottom of the fourth inning. That one stayed upstairs. Ball 2. So Weldon. Weldon grounded out to lead off the third inning. That was a 1-2-3 third inning for the Rebels. Pops it up. Warren's going to give chase behind home plate, but it will indeed get over into the seats. Ozark Ag foul ball, strike 2. They have what you might call premium seating or stadium seating behind home plate here for the home teams. So he just kind of runs all the way from the third base dugout behind home all the way to the first base dugout. Out in right field, they got sort of a lounge area. Got a grill going out there. Saw it when I pulled up. 1-2 strike. Swinging strike 3. And that will end the inning. The first strikeout of the ball game for Garner, but the damage was done in the inning. The Chiefs get 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. Magnolia Heights leads Leake Academy 1-0 as we go to the top of the 5th inning.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
West Side Body Shop says, let's face it, stuff happens. And when it does, they can take care of damage as small as a chip in your windshield all the way up to full collision services. Insurance claims are always welcome too. Just be sure your first stop is West Side Body Shop in Philadelphia. They also specialize in truck accessories, including toolboxes, visors, Nerf bars, and winches. They make your ride look cool. West Side Body Shop, just off Beacon Street on Waterview Lane, right behind the Huddle House in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Top of the 5th inning, Magnolia Heights with a 1-run lead over Leake Academy, 1-0, as the Rebels send to the plate the bottom third of the order. The pitcher, Will Garner, will lead things off. He struck out his last at bat there to end the 2nd inning. Connor Edge still on the mound for the Chiefs of Magnolia Heights. The right-hander ready to go. Fires one in for strike 1. Very quickly ready to go for pitch number 2. It's a chopper in the hole at short. Long throw for Miller. Able to get the out by a step at first base. Miller playing good defense out there at shortstop. You can see why Coach Michael Avalon and the Pearl River Wildcats want his services. So 1 out. Easton Page, the left fielder. The right-hander struck out his only other at-bat. First pitch swinging once again to Miller. Backhands it deep in the hole. Another long throw. Another out at first base. Miller with back-to-back putouts at short. And the Rebels have 2 quick outs as Matthew Nowell, the Rebels' third baseman, who has the only hit for Leake in the ballgame. He had a single back in the third. The Rebels have had a few more base runners, though, courtesy of error and a walk. Can't figure out the curveball. Comes up empty, strike one. Now does the sort of more of a softball thing where you show bunt and then you pull the bat back and maybe swing away. He swings away right there and fouls it off. Seen that done sometimes with 2 strikes. Seen, baseball players will kind of show the bunt with 2 strikes and then pull it back, but Nowell seems to do it every pitch. Takes that one outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here in the 5th inning. Able to stay alive there and foul that one back. 5th innings for Rebels baseball, presented by Leake County Co-op. Got a fast rolling game here from Senatobia. We're just about to hit the 1 hour mark. Our first pitch, Westside Body Shop first pitch came at 4:57. Lifted in the air, center field. On the way back is Burford, who pulls it in for the 3rd out of the inning. Rebels go down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Magnolia Heights leads Leake 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Neshoba County Co-op. You know they have everything you need for the great outdoors. Come shop their huge selection of fishing supplies and get ready for that big gobbler and turkey season. Neshoba County Co-op has premium gear that ensures you're ready for the chase. Then visit their greenhouse to see their fruit trees, vibrant flowers, and their colorful yard art. Fire up your taste buds with Bayou Classic Grills and Cookers. It's that time of year, so enjoy. Neshoba County Co-op, West Main Street, Philadelphia.
Woodstock Furniture in Philadelphia says, let's go Rebels. Woodstock Furniture has a game plan to score big-time savings for our Rebel faithful all season long. Family-owned and operated, Woodstock Furniture at 70 Canal Place in Philadelphia behind McAllister's has a winning tradition with their low price guarantee on furniture for every room in the house. Plus, if you buy it today, you get it today. Woodstock Furniture at 70 Canal Place in Philadelphia loves the Rebels like the Rebels love to win. Love to win. Love to win.
Boswell Media Sports.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Magnolia Heights, the Chiefs lead Leake Academy 1-0. It'll be number 9 in the order to lead things off for the Chiefs, Braden Burford. And then back to the top of the order. 5th innings for Rebels baseball are brought to you by the Leake County Co-op. Burford pumped out to center field, is at bat back in the 3rd inning. Garner still on the bump for the Coach Turk Stovall and the Leake Academy Rebels. First pitch swinging in the air, right center field. Going to get down for a base hit. Yeah, boy, just perfect placement on that to where neither Chandler nor Weaver were able to get to it. So runner at first base, and it's the top of the order with Will Prosek. The Ole Miss commit stepping in. He's 0 for 2. He's hit a couple of fly balls to the outfield. Takes one upstairs for ball 1. Six hits in the game now for the Chiefs. Throw over to first. Burford back under the tag. Hey, Garner's got a good pickoff move. Picked off Trey Miller in the first inning. That's how the first inning came to an end. After Miller had gotten on with the base hit. But Burford doesn't have really too big of a lead. Garner from the stretch to the lefty. Up and out. Ball 2. 2-0 the count to Cole Prosek. Take a look at how both of these teams got here and how they arrived here in the North State Championship Series. As that pitch is fouled. back into the screen. The Rebels took on Starkville Academy in the first round, got the game 1 win 4-3, and then won game 2 7-2. In the second round, it was Leake taking on Lamar, 12-7 to win in game 1, 6-4, the extra innings win in game 2. And the pitch comes inside and hits Prosek. So there'll be runners at first and second and nobody out, and Trey Miller at the plate. Miller has swung at the first pitch both times he's been at the plate, and he's made contact both times. The first time he lined one in left field. The second time he grounded out to Walsworth at first base. Let's see if he is asked to bunt right here and move some runners around. You got Walsworth playing in on the grass at first, but I would just about bet that no, Miller is going to try to bunt, and that one's going to roll away from Warren, and the runners are going to advance. One came in inside and rolled away, so runners will be at second and third now. Probably takes off the sacrifice bunt play, and Miller will probably be back to swinging away. 1-0 the count. But let's see how Mag Heights arrived here. They've had little trouble in their games. That pitch is swung on and fouled down the first baseline. Ozark Ag foul ball. Mag Heights took on Wayne Academy in the opening round. Swept through that one 7-2 in game 1, 10-0 in game 2. Tell you about their second round series after this as the Leake infield comes in, maybe expecting a bunt here. Miller takes that one for ball 2. 2-1, yeah. Every one of the infielders playing in on the grass. Last series, it was Mag Heights taking on Simpson Academy. No problems there. The little slow dribbler to the mound. Garner will get it and go to first and get the out. No runs are able to runners are able to advance. So I think runners will stay at second and third. Good defense by Garner. And there's one down for Ethan Barnes. But yeah, Mag Heights took on Simpson Academy 12-2 in game 1, 11-1 in game 2. And if you're watching or listening, you probably know that Magnolia Heights won game 1 earlier this week against Leake 10-8. Curveball, first pitch, outside, ball 1 to Ethan Barnes. Barnes had the double back in the fourth inning. It kind of got things started for Mag Heights that ended up leading to that 1-0 score that we have right now. Up and out. 2-0. Or I should say 2 balls, no strikes to the catcher, Ethan Barnes. But Rebels are still thinking about going home here. Ball is smashed into left field, but it is going to be foul, thankfully foul, as that had home run written all over it. But right now, it's got strike 1 written all over it. Yeah, that one got off into the woods off to our left. How far Barnes hit that one. And that one stayed up, ball 3. 3-1 to count to Ethan Barnes. One down in the inning. Runners on second and third. Magnolia Heights trying to add to its lead. Leading it 1-0. Ball is hit to third base. And they're going to say double play. Nowell catches it and steps on the bag for the unassisted double play. And that gets the Rebels out of the inning. In the inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We played 5 complete. Magnolia Heights leads Leake 1-0.
Before you begin those do-it-yourself projects outside your home or business, be sure you know where your underground utilities are located. Always call before you dig. One easy phone call to 811 can protect you from injury and expense. Plus, it's the law in Mississippi. Make the call and avoid serious or fatal injury. For more electrical safety tips, contact Central Electric Power Association. serving you since 1937. An equal opportunity provider and employer.
If you love sports, get in the game by getting In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, puts you in the game with personalized jerseys and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports has the cheer uniforms you're looking for, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports also believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Be the fan you've always wanted to be with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
A double play to end the inning keeps the game knotted up. Keeps the game at Mag Heights 1, Leake Academy 0. It was a line drive over to Matthew Nowell. He caught it and stepped on the bag. Like to see the old unassisted double play. But for the Rebels, top of the order, due up to start the 6th inning. 1, 2, and 3. Harkins, Weaver, and Walsworth. So, 6th innings for Rebels baseball, presented by In Sports. We'll remind you that if you're driving somewhere, you're listening to us on 98.3. When you get somewhere where you can bring us up on YouTube. Harkins hits one off to the right, an Ozark Ag foul ball. We have that stream on the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. You can also get to it through Cruiser98news.com and Kicks96news.com. Back up the middle, off the leg of Edge. He's going to try to grab it and complete the play. He will for the first out. But yeah, he took that one right off the shin, maybe between the shin and the patella. Training staff will go out there and check with him. He looked to be shaken up just a little bit. I mean, it was wasn't hit too hard, but it also wasn't a little soft tapper either. It's one of those that it definitely stings. But he did a good job of just gathering himself and being able to get the out at first. But yeah, the coaching staff and the training staff going to go out there and check on Connor Edge. I imagine he will be given a few warm-up tosses if he is able to stay in the ball game. You can definitely tell that one kind of smarted a little bit. But it'll be one down in the inning. Mathen Weaver, the Rebels center fielder, will come back to the plate. Weaver 0 for 1 today. Struck out in the first, but he did reach on a walk in the third. And they are indeed going to give Edge a couple of warm-up tosses to make sure that he is okay and that he can keep going. He's pitched a good game so far for Magnolia Heights. He's only given up the one hit. Matthew Nowell with the only hit for the Rebels. But Mathen Weaver, the center fielder, left-hander, will try to give Edge his second hit. It's a chopper, right side. Prosek plays it off 2 hops, quick throw, and out by half a step at first base. I thought that Weaver might have beat that throw. Umpire says he did not, and that's 2 quick outs for the Rebels in this inning. It's up to Tanner Walsworth, the Rebels' first baseman, to keep things going. Walsworth 0 for 2. He struck out in the first, popped out to shortstop, or lined out to shortstop to end the third inning. Takes ball 1 on the out, a little bit outside. Pulls that one through the gap at first base, and he is on with a 2-out single. Just past a diving Weldon out at first base, so the Rebels do have their second hit of the ball game. And Tyler Winstead, the Rebels' designated hitter, at the plate. He's 0 for 2, popped out to center field, did reach on an error to lead off the second inning. Magnolia Heights leads League 1-0 here in the top of the 6th. Ball's floated in there in the dirt for ball one. So Rebels, the tying run at first base. 2 outs, though. Winstead chops one to second. High hopped. Miller's going to go to second to get the lead runner, and that will end the Rebels' threat in the top of the 6th. In the inning for Leake. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Magnolia Heights leads Leake Academy 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning.
First Financial Bank, in the business of you.
Looking to make improvements to your home or maybe consolidate high-interest debt? At First Financial Bank, your home's equity can help you achieve your goals. With a home equity loan from First Financial Bank, you can borrow against your home's value. This is Chance Hall, consumer lender. Whether you're upgrading your kitchen, paying for a vacation, or paying off bills, your home's equity could be the solution. Let your home work for you. Stop by today and see why we're in the business of you.
First Financial Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Boswell Media Sports.
As we start the bottom of the 6th inning, it is Magnolia Heights leading Leake Academy 1-0. Magnolia Heights trying to put on some insurance runs to try to book themselves a ticket to the 5A state championship. But the Rebels still very much in the ball game. They can hold serve right here and go to the bottom of the top of the 7th, only down by 1. Give themselves a great chance to force a game 3. Columbia or Park Lane awaits the winner of this series. As leading off for Magnolia Heights will be the number 4 hitter in the lineup, Preston Sowell. Looks at ball 1, curveball that stayed inside for ball 1. And that one also stayed inside, ball 2. 6 innings for Rebels baseball, brought to you by In Sports. Garner's pitch. Able to find the strike zone that time. Little changeup. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. Sowell, we mentioned earlier, going to be playing his college ball right down the road. As he hits that one foul, Walsworth will give chase. Quickly runs out of room over there by the by the Magnolia Heights bullpen. But speaking of Northwest, that's where Sowell is going to be playing his ball, right down the road, Northwest Mississippi Community College. So it's a 2-2 count as Garner kicks. Another one popped up on the right side, drifting back over into near foul territories. Major Chandler, who will haul it in for the first out in right field. That's in Quincy Pratt, the third baseman, the right-hander, who has put the ball in play and grounded into 2 fielders' choice plays in his first 2 at-bats. But he reached on both of them. Swings over the top of the first pitch. And the first time he grounded into the fielder's choice, the Rebels tried to turn the double play but didn't get Pratt out at first base. The second time was when the Rebels came home with it and kept the score as it was, scoreless, as that ball is hit deep into left field. Drifting back to make the catch was Easton Page for out number 2. So 2 outs in the inning. Shaw Coley, the left fielder, 1 for 2, was single in the 4th, grounded out to first base in the 2nd inning. There's some activity over in the Magnolia Heights bullpen as that one's hit hard to left field, but Page doesn't even have to move. He stays right where he is at and makes the catch for the final out. Rebels down to their final 3 outs as we go to the top of the 7th inning with Magnolia Heights leading Leake Academy 1-0.
Are you gearing up for the busy poultry season ahead? Well, look no further than Ozark Ag Supply. Keep your operation running smoothly with our high-quality poultry fan motors, cool cell pads, and durable fan belts. As the temperatures rise, ensure your birds stay cool and comfortable with reliable ventilation systems. Don't let the heat ruffle your feathers. Ozark Ag Supply, Highway 16 West, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Step up to the plate this baseball season with the Leake Academy baseball team.
From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd, come support and cheer on our young men on the field. You will enjoy the excitement that only the Leake Rebels can bring. Derek and Mariana Harkins, longtime Rebels, say they're not just playing ball, they're living every moment with passion and perseverance, giving all the glory to God.
Join them and be part of the legacy that's more than just a game. It's an unforgettable experience. Catch the spirit of the Rebels today. Leake Academy Baseball.
Boswell Media Sports.
Top of the 7th inning, Leake down to its final 3 outs as they trail Magnolia Heights 1-0 in game number 2 of the 5A North State Championship Series. Breck Riley with you here from Sittatobia. Leading things off for the Rebels will be the number 5 hitter in the lineup, Major Chandler. Chandler, Warren, and Garner. It is Connor Edge still on the mound for the Chiefs of Magnolia Heights. He's going to try to go the distance even after taking that pitch off the shin. He's ready to roll. Chandler's first pitch, can't figure out a curveball. That's for strike 1. 7th innings for Rebels baseball, brought to you by South Group Insurance. Edge winds up. They say an excuse me swing when they appeal down to first base. The umpire says he did not go around, so check swing makes it a 1-1 count. Back up the middle into center field, line for a base hit. So the Rebels have the tying run on at first base. Big hit there by Chandler. Now you got Gage Warren coming to the plate. That's just the second hit for the Rebels this afternoon. Matthew Nowell had that hit in the 3rd inning. Rebels also had another base runner in the 3rd inning by virtue of a walk. And we are going to get a courtesy runner for Chandler. Actually, going to be a pinch runner. Pinch runner for Chandler. Get a little bit more speed out there. It's going to be Riles Wilkerson coming in. So, yeah, Chandler's the right fielder. So that's a substitution. That is not a courtesy runner. Wilkerson at first base. Let's see if Warren tries to lay down the bunt here to move the runner over. Does not show the sign to bunt, and just pops one up in a shallow center field. Long run for Burford, but he's going to be able to come in and catch it. Well, that one just kind of hung up in the air. So it's the first out, and Will Garner comes to the plate. Garner 0 for 2, grounded out to shortstop and struck out. But yeah, no sign to bunt right there. You thought you might see a bunt move Wilkerson over. You bring him in, who's got some speed. Let's see what Garner elects to do. He pulls one foul over towards third. The Rebels had a hit and run on, but as it is, it's going to be a Ozark Ag foul ball. Rebels down to 2 outs. Didn't quite see who was over in the bullpen for Magnolia Heights. I got to lean out the window a long way to be able to see that bullpen. That ball's going to be lined into center field. Burford can't make the catch. Wilkerson's on his horse. He is headed for third. He's going to be in there sliding. Rebels have runners at second and third and only 1 out. Burford had a long way to run once again, but not able to make the catch. And the Rebels with the tying run 90 feet away Probably going to be all she wrote for Connor Edge there on the mound. As no official scorer here, but I would assume that is probably going to be a single for Garner, and he reached second on the throw to third, so that's how we're going to rule it. We don't have an official scorer here putting it up on the scoreboard or anything, but Coach McMahon wants to talk to his pitcher, Connor Edge, as the Rebels, with the tying run 90 feet away and the go-ahead run at second base in scoring position, and Easton Page, the Rebels' left fielder, coming to the plate. Looks like Edge is going to stay in there for now. Off to my right, out in the bullpen, warming up, I believe, is Hayden Smith. Like I said, I have to lean way out of the press box to see, but I believe that is Hayden Smith taking some warm-up tosses. Coach McMahon going to leave Connor Edge in as the Rebels a base hit away from tying it, or even a deep fly ball, only one out. So a deep fly ball ties the ball game for Leake Academy. Curve ball as Easton Page looks at it for strike one. So Edge from the stretch. Low in the dirt, ball one. I wouldn't say a walk hurts you too much here if you're Mag Heights. Obviously, the runners that matter are third and second. And the ball is hit into center field. One run's going to score. Here comes the throw home. Safe at home, and the Rebels take the lead on the single from Easton Page, 2-1. The Rebels really been picking on Burford out in center field, and they take the lead 2-1. Still only one out in the inning, and ending up at second base after the throw was Easton Page, but it'll still go down as a single, and 2 runs driven in. Matthew Nowell at the plate for the Rebels with only one out. Takes ball one. Top of the order. Looming for Leake. As Nowell does where he shows bunt. Pulls it back. Swings. Was a little bit over that one. Makes it a 1-1 count. So 1-1. The count to the Rebels' number 9 hitter, Matthew Nowell. Curveball comes back in to find the strike zone. 1-2. So got a runner down at second base. It's hit to shortstop. Miller's going to get it. He'll go to first and get that out, but the runner is able to advance over to third base. So 2 outs now and to the top of the order, and Jack Harkins. There we go. 6-3 on the putout. Harkins 0 for 3. Not something you say often. The senior, as we mentioned earlier, going to be playing college baseball down in Goodman, Holmes Community College. But 0 for 3 today. A ground out. 2 grounds outs and a pop-up. Takes one on the outside edge, from Edge, for strike one. Rebels plated 2 in the inning. Snap throw back down to third. It's going to roll into left field. And Runner's going to come home to score, and the Rebels add to their lead. 3-1. Barnes popped up and threw it a little too close to the bag. And colliding with Page was Pratt over at third. So on the throwing error, the Rebels extend the lead. 3-1. That pitch was a ball. That last pitch was a ball to the batter, Harkins, and so was that one. 2-1 the count. Rebels have put 3 runs across here in the inning and lead it 3-1 over the number 7 team in the country, the Chiefs of Mag Heights. Curveball that many of the home team fans thought was strike 2. Thought it looked pretty good myself. Must have been a little bit upstairs. 3-1. That's a walk, 2-out walk. The Rebels will have a runner at first base. And the number 2 batter in the lineup, Mathen Weaver, the left-hander, at the plate. That's just the second free pass issued by Connor Edge. Those walks presented by Woodstock Furniture. Mathen Weaver's 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Takes a fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Radar gun seems to have been turned off out in left field. Can't give you the velocity on that one. But Weaver walked in the 3rd inning. That's the only time he reached base. Other than that, he struck out and grounded out. Takes strike 2 there. A little bit low, I thought, but umpires said it looked good. 0-2 pitch. Chopper to the first base side. Played off a hop as Weldon gets it. Steps on the bag to end the inning, but the Rebels are able to take the lead in the inning. They get 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning with Leake leading Magnolia Heights 3-1.
First Financial Bank, in the business of you.
Looking to make improvements to your home or maybe consolidate high-interest debt? At First Financial Bank, your home's equity can help you achieve your goals. With a home equity loan from First Financial Bank, you can borrow against your home's value. This is Chance Hall, consumer lender. Whether you're upgrading your kitchen, paying for a vacation, or paying off bills, your home's equity could be the solution. Let your home work for you. Stop by today and see why we're in the business of you.
First Financial Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Boswell Media Sports.
Leake Academy in the lead over Magnolia Heights 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Magnolia Heights Chiefs are down to their final 3 outs. Otherwise, we would have a game 3, which we would play shortly after this one. So to lead things off will be Jack Price. You got the bottom third of the order, 7, 8, and 9 for the Chiefs. But the Rebels trying to force a game 3. First pitch from Garner is low. Ball 1. So Garner still in the game here, trying to close things out. Goes low for ball 2. Take a look at what Price has done so far. Price is 1 for 2, singled in the 4th, drove in a run. and also grounded out. That time takes strike one. Breaking ball, 79 miles an hour. Reaches for that one a little bit outside, tips it foul for the Ozark Ag foul ball, and will even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. I would imagine here that's Garner goes the distance, and if the Rebels get into trouble, we could bring in Easton Page from left field. There's a curve ball that was hit foul down towards the first baseline. 7th innings for Rebels baseball brought to you by South Group Insurance. Pulled to the third base side, but just another foul ball. So count will remain 2-2. Magnolia Heights fans getting behind their right fielder, Price. Popped up, foul territory. Warren's going to give chase. Is he going to have enough room to make the catch? He does. Right in front of the Magnolia Heights dugout. I mean, he had just about had his hand on the step in front of the dugout. So 1 down in the inning. So that will send Leland Weldon, the first baseman, to the dish. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. First pitch, that's hit deep. Left field, going back is Page at the wall, makes the catch along the warning track, or what would be the warning track. So that is out number 2. The Rebels an out away from forcing a game 3. Boy, Page just kept going back. If there's some wind at the ballpark today, that one probably gets out of here. But it's all up to Braden Burford, the center fielder. He pops one up. Right side. Who's going to get it? Coming in and making the catch was, I think, Harkins actually made the catch out at second base. And that does it as the Rebels come to Senatobia. And they take game 1 of the game 2 of the series. And they win it 3-1. And we will have a game 3, which we'll have for you here on Boswell Media Sports, as we'll step aside for a break, come back, wrap this up, and maybe get an announcement on a game time for game 3. But the Rebels win it 3-1, and we got a winner-take-all game 3 for the state championship to go to the state championship. So we'll be back after this extended break from Boswell Media Sports.
Leake County Co-op, your friends in your community committed to you, supplying everything you need for garden planting, yard growing, and keeping the animals fed and healthy. Your Leake County Co-op is ready for spring, so now you can be too. They have ferns and blooming plants arriving daily and all the equipment you need for the farm animals. While you're porch sitting, be sure you have one of our Corinthian bells singing in the wind to you. Leake County Co-op, your friends in your community, committed to you. Highway 16 Carthage.
Baptist League Rural Health Clinics have a variety of healthcare options with primary care, pediatrics, and women's health, providing care at 3 locations in Carthage, Walnut Grove, and Madden. Call 601-267-1470 today to schedule your appointment. Extended hours and Saturdays are available at our primary care clinic located in Carthage. Baptist League, making your health care our #1 priority.
Life is full of surprises, but with the right insurance, you can be prepared for whatever comes your way.
At South Group Insurance, They offer tailored insurance solutions for your home, auto, business, and farm. Whether it's protecting your family or securing your future, they're always there to help.
South Group Insurance agents are local, experienced, and ready to help provide personalized service that's right for you.
South Group Insurance, just off the Court Square in Carthage.
Step up to the plate this baseball season with the Leake Academy baseball team.
From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd, come support and cheer on our young men on the field. You will enjoy the excitement that only the Leake Rebels can bring. Derek and Mariana Harkins, longtime Rebels, say they're not just playing ball, they're living every moment with passion and perseverance, giving all the glory to God.
Join them and be part of the legacy that's more than just a game. It's an unforgettable experience. Catch the spirit of the Rebels today. Leake Academy Baseball.
Hey, it's Toby from Wendy's. Picture a Baconator. The 6 strips of Applewood smoked bacon, the hot and juicy beef, the pretzel bun. Wait, pretzel bun? A pretzel Baconator. And it's only here for a limited time? And right now you can get $3 off mobile orders of $15 or more with the offer in the Wendy's app? This changes everything. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new Pretzel Baconator.
Limited time only. Or participating U.S. Wendy's. $15 minimum required before taxes and fees. Account registration required.
First Financial Bank, in the business of you.
Looking to make improvements to your home or maybe consolidate high-interest debt? At First Financial Bank, your home's equity can help you achieve your goals. With a home equity loan from First Financial Bank, you can borrow against your home's value. This is Chance Hall, consumer lender. Whether you're upgrading your kitchen, paying for a vacation, or paying off bills, your home's equity could be the solution. Let your home work for you. Stop by today and see why we're in the business of you.
First Financial Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Boswell Media Sports.
And welcome in to the First Financial Bank postgame show. The Rebels are winners 3-1 over the Magnolia Heights Chiefs. And that means we have a winner-take-all Game 3 to see who will represent the North in the 5A MAIS State Championship. We're going to have a quick wrap-up here, name of player of the game, because the next game is not going to take that long. I think they said about 30 minutes, so I would assume maybe around a little bit after 7 o'clock, maybe 7. I'd say by 7:15 we'll definitely be back on the air at some point. So, if you need to eat supper, eat supper, go get your food, do what you got to do, then come back about 7:15. But the Rebels get the win 3-1, and it was all thanks to great pitching from Will Garner. Garner, he's going to be your Wendy's player of the game. I can give you his stats. He goes 7 innings, only gives up 1 run. He strikes out 2 and only gives up 6 hits. So 6 hits, 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, just 1 walk. Yeah, just 1 walk, 1 hit batter, and 1 strikeout. So Will Garner will be your Wendy's player of the game for Game 1. Taking a look at what the Rebels did, they were able to get all of their runs in the top of the 7th inning. They were held pretty much in check by Connor Edge, but it was 7th inning. You had Major Chandler, who led off with the single, and then Riles Bookerson ended up coming around to score. He and Will Garner, or I should say the runner who was running for Will Garner, came in to score on a double by Easton Page, and that helped the Rebels get the 3-1 lead and win the ball game. So now that makes the Rebels 25-7 on the season. It makes the Chiefs 35-5. So both teams going to go to a Game 3. We went over the how both teams made it to this point of the postseason earlier in the broadcast, and as we said, Magnolia Heights has had no problem sweeping through the postseason at all. So this will be the first Game 3 for Mag Heights and the first Game 3 for Leake Academy here in the postseason. So that is going to be our very, very quick wrap-up. We've got a lot of things to do here before we get ready for Game number 2. So if you're listening on Cruising 98, we're going to go back to music just for a little bit, and we got to get a new broadcast set up and ready to go here. But as I said, it looks like around a 7:15 start time for this Game 2 of the afternoon, Game 3 for a winner-take-all to go to the state championship. Big thank you to Billy back in the studio. Well, I mean, don't want to sound like we're not coming back, because we are coming back. But, yeah, still thanks to Billy there in the studio for keeping us on the air. And hopefully somebody maybe can take Billy some food there at the studio, because he and I are both going to be occupied for the next few hours. But Rebels get the win, 3-1, and we're going to Game 3. So we're going to step aside for an extended break and we'll wrap this one up and come back for another game. But signing off for now, Brooke Riley saying